Hey everybody, it's Phil again from Ashland Leather. I'm back with some more great stuff today. I'm going to show you first some different Chromexcels. I've got a few different Chromexcel swatch books here. After that, I've got a bunch of wallets and really nice watch straps are coming out. There's two in particular that I'm really excited to show you. And at the end here, I wanted to talk about what we're going to do together for the 1000th fan of this YouTube page. I've got some ideas for what to do, but I'd like to get some feedback from you. But let's go into this right away here with some different pieces of Chromexcel. So a lot of people might be familiar with Chromexcel. If you're not, it's a really great leather for a lot of different pieces of footwear, and we use it on many of our wallets. You can see some of the boots back here that I brought in. All three of these are different Chromexcel boots. There's one here from Rancourt. The one in the center is a 1000-mile boot from Wolverine, and the one on the right is an Alden Indie boot. All of those are really comfortable Chromexcel boots that I wear, but I wanted to show you because there's many different colors that people might not be aware of. Most of these I do not sell, but it might be interesting if you're a leather crafter or if you're trying to buy a piece of Chromexcel footwear for yourself. It might be nice to see some of these colors in a little bit more detail. So first up here is natural Chromexcel. This is perhaps the most popular Chromexcel color right now. You see this all over the place. I've seen it a lot recently with a company called Thursday Boot, and you'll notice immediately the difference in color on this piece of natural. And there's two types of color that we match in the Chromexcel leather, and those two types are called the table, which is as it sits on the table, and the pull-up color, which is the color sort of underneath the leather when you pull it up and flex it. So you can see there, when I flex the leather, the undertones are significantly lighter underneath that pull-up color than the table color or the surface color. What's neat about Chromexcel, especially on this natural, because it's so dramatic, you can actually rub your finger right on it to mobilize the waxes and oils back into place. So it sort of darkens the color back in there. So that's sort of a unique feature of the Chromexcel leather, is the pull-up. So there's the natural color. This is a really nice taupey color underneath with that sort of dark ivory color on the surface. Now let's take a look here at the black Chromexcel. You'll notice this one on the swatch book says MD or Black MD Aniline Chromexcel. Now the MD stands for mill-dyed, which is, if you look at the back of the leather or the cross section of the leather, you can also see that that is black, and that's because this has been mill-dyed or drum-dyed. That means that the dyes have been penetrated all the way through the fibers of the leather, and you see black all over the place. I really like the black Chromexcel. The black Rancourts back here are obviously also black, so I really like this. Now here's a nice Havana brown Chromexcel. This is actually the same exact color that are on these 1000-mile boots. They don't necessarily call it Havana brown themselves, they just call it brown, but this is a really nice reddish brown. It's a little bit more orangey on the pull-up, and on the surface it's sort of that classic deep dark brown color. Now here's a funky one. This is Loden green. You don't see a lot of this. In fact, you don't see a lot of green leathers in general. Green's a tough sell, and when I think of leather, you don't really think of sort of vibrant colors as much, but it does exist. And you can see this one's on the natural back, so we've stained it green on the surface. What I notice about green is it sort of makes all the other colors look more interesting just because there's a green in the mix. Somehow it sort of makes everything else look a little bit nicer. So if there's something that you're looking for that might be a combination of colors, it might be interesting to try it with the green. But you don't really see this color very often. Might be interesting for you to see though here. Now here's another really neat piece of Chromexcel. This one is called Timber. And Timber, if you look at the 1000-mile boots, they have a color called Rust, and I believe that their Rust is this timber color. It's actually really neat. It's sort of orangey underneath, and it has this more of maroon surface color that's a little bit more blue on the surface. With that orange underneath, I think it's really cool. This is actually a pretty similar color to Chicago tan, maybe a little darker and more red than the Chicago tan. If you're familiar with that color, the Chicago tan's a little bit more orange. And I had to show you this last one here. This is a really neat piece of bison, but this is Chromexcel bison, and this is a color called Pecan. There's a company called Johnson Murphy that make a lot of really neat bison footwear. I like their boots a lot, and this is the leather that they use, and I just really like this color as well. So I do have some stacks here of other Chromexcel colors. You can see olive, more black, that's a navy, Parisian blue, which is kind of neat. Let's flip through these a little bit more. Greener pastures, I think Clark's used this color on some desert boots. Another Havana brown, tan Chromexcel. We've got a ton of stuff. Coffee bean, Carolina brown, golden brown. If there are colors that you're looking to see a video of, or maybe some just more detailed photos of, please feel free to let me know, and I'll get you photos directly or just add them to these videos so you can check them all out. All right, let's move on to some of the stuff that we're shipping out today, and this is the very last Johnny the Fox in English Tan Dublin. I'm kind of sad to see it go because I just love the English Tan Dublin, especially on this Johnny the Fox with that mock interior. For some reason, these mock interiors really set off whatever colors on the outside. So you might have seen in the videos before when I had a navy shell exterior with the mock interior, it really makes that navy pop, and I think it's the same sort of thing that's happening here. And I just really love the natural grain character in the Dublin. And as I said before, all the Dublin has really incredible natural grain character, and especially in the black. It's one of those rare black colors of leather that has any amount of character to it. So I just really love these. Now, we were looking at natural Chromexcel a minute ago, and here's a natural Chromexcel Tony the Ant. This is a really clean looking Tony the Ant. The edges are looking particularly nice on this, so the team who's in the room here, good job, guys. I really wanted to show you this one because everything is coming out really well right now. I'm really happy with this natural Chromexcel. Here's another nice Tony the Ant. This one has an incredible marbled shell on it. This is black marbled, and you can see on the black marbled, it ranges from a black to a green black to sort of an orangey black and everything in between that I think is really neat. Most often we don't see a lot of the orange in it, but this one does have a little bit in there. And on the inside, this is more typical of what we see of most of the black marbled shells, is sort of that yellowy green to black color. This is just a really neat looking Tony the Ant. All right, so speaking of marbled shells, I have a couple different watch straps here. This is a two-piece strap in black marbled shell. This one looks to be 20 millimeters. And I really like the watch straps that we make because they're unlined. And for me, an unlined strap is much more comfortable. I'm actually wearing an unlined Apple Watch band now. And the way it's wearing in, you can see it looks pretty awesome. I'm just like really happy with how this is wearing in. It's starting to get a nice little luster. And because it's unlined, it molds to my wrist, making it very, very comfortable. So I can wear this strap all day and I don't really even notice it's there. I really, really like it. And this two-piece strap in the marbled is really cool too. This will definitely make a statement. So here's another marbled strap, but this is an Apple Watch band. And you can see here that really cool color sort of gradient with the green and the orangey green and the black. I just think these are really cool for a strap. Also will make a statement. And I think on an Apple Watch, it's cool to do something a little different because a lot of people have Apple Watches these days, and you kind of want something to set yours apart from everybody else, and this might be a really good way to do that. So here's another one of those wallets that I just had to show you today. This is a Bugs Moran in my favorite shell Cordovan color, the Amaretto shell Cordovan. Check out the directionality of color in this one. As I spin this, it goes from a dark brown to a lightish tan and then back. And we got the cops coming because it's so nice. We actually, the workshop here is right next to a main interstate, and we're just off of a main road. So it seems like every time I do these videos, I've got a little bit of a siren in the background. This is just a really great Amaretto shell Cordovan Bugs Moran. I just love this one. So here's another really nice Bugs Moran. This one is in black shell Cordovan. I didn't mention a second ago on the other Bugs, but I really like the form factor of these. They just fit perfectly in your hand. And with this black shell, it's just that classic color. So I think this is a really clean, really nice looking black shell Bugs Moran. All right, and speaking of black shell Cordovan, I was surprised at how much I like this black shell Cordovan strap. I almost wanted to steal this one for myself just because I think it's so striking. Something about this strap is really nice to me, and I can't really describe it. It's just so clean looking. I think it's a combination of the shell just looking perfect and the black is super sleek. I really, really like this black shell strap, so congrats to whoever picked this one up. I'll let you have it, but you got a really nice black shell Cordovan Apple Watch band. And last up today is another Apple Watch band, but this one is in the other classic color, the color number 8 shell Cordovan. This one is also really nice. I mean, I don't know what it is about these two straps, but there's something just really, really clean and really nice about them that I just really want them. I'm kind of getting envy of some of the stuff we're shipping out today, although I do like my current strap, the reverse shell. But I just had to show you how nice these straps were. But thanks for checking all the stuff we're shipping out today. Let's come back to our little chat because we're coming up on 1,000 subscribers here. And I have some ideas for what I'd like to do. The original idea for this channel was not really to get followers or get subscribers. That was sort of besides the point. I just want to show, I want to share my pleasure, my joy that I get from all the different leathers. The whole reason I started Ashland Leather Company with my business partner Dan was because we just loved the leather so much and we wanted to try it out for ourselves and make it into wallets, make it into things that we could wear and use every day. And there's just so many different things to show that I had to make this channel. So I have some ideas for what I'd like to do to celebrate. If you guys have any comments for what you'd like, please send them. And I think we're only a couple people away from having 1,000. So if you want to share this, get us past that little hump, that'd be really cool, because then I can do my event that I have planned, or maybe an event that you're thinking of. But either way, I appreciate you guys checking out these videos so much, and I'll be back again tomorrow with some more stuff. All right, see ya.